so before we go any further with open discussion, Debbie, we actually were talking about an option to form a committee. Some of our senators have been working on forming a committee. Anyone here is welcome to join. I don't think you have to be part of city government to be part of the committee.
Well,
exactly.
yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
But you can
sit in.
committee meetings are always open.
Okay.
So you won't be able to vote in a committee meeting, but you can definitely attend meetings.
But they were talking about actually creating, outside of athletics as a department, creating an athletics kind of club on campus with a few of you, or all of you if you want, on that, and that would be kind of a way for you to communicate with SGA about concerns, questions, that sort of stuff you have throughout the semester and after this decision.
And collaborate.
And collaborate with us and have that kind of communication there.
Yes.
But yes.
Alright, sounds good. So we're gonna open the floor up to conversation topics, as I do, and questions at all. So does anyone want to start? Paige?
So can I just get a raise of hands for all of you who have come here for athletics or know anybody who came here specifically for athletics? Okay, so that's actually a big chunk. And I just want to say that I also came here for sports. I think that it's really important. My mom, 25 years ago, came here, played sports. My aunt, my uncle, and now I'm here. And I just think that's really cool. And it's a whole different generation that was here, played sports. So I just feel the need to keep it. It's very important to my family, who's been here and supported this whole athletics department since they were here 25 years ago. And yeah, I just think that it would be really important to keep sports because it's just been in my family and it's just a huge deal to us. And there are people that came here specifically for sports. So I think that it would honestly just decrease the amount of people that want to come here because it's really important to a lot of people.
Yeah, so the current plan, if I understand it correctly, is to get rid of our current sports program and replace it with a new one, including intramurals and health education or whatever. Yeah, thank you. And I was just wondering, so we don't have funding for the current sports program. Where is the funding going to come from for the new proposed sort of sports idea for campus, the health and wellness program? And how is that funding different, and how is that going to reduce the strain on the UW budget?
So the current, is it okay if I respond?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Go for it.
following Robert's rules, right? What the current competitive conference model requires is something like an athletic director at some FTE, coaches that are paid, travel across the state. Right, those are the kind of the main drivers, not to mention supplies and expenses, S&E, right? In a kind of an intramural or club sports model, there are no paid coaches. There will be a coordinator of some sort, right? That's to be figured out in the future. But there won't be near the travel expenses, near the cost of coaches and athletic directors. So the cost immediately decrease, right? That's part of it. The health and wellness side will depend upon what that health and wellness program looks like and how we can coordinate with some existing resources already at Milwaukee. Okay. So College of Health Sciences has programs that they provide at low to no cost about health and wellness issues, whatever that might be.
In your mind, those health and wellness programs, would those be closer to like classes for credit or more?
No,
so
it could be a yoga class, it could be some mindfulness training, some meditation classes, things like that.
Right, thank you.
Some stress anxiety classes, especially during finals.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so talking about those health and wellness classes, those all seem to be very centered on mental health, which is a great thing and it's very important, especially today's society is very centered around mental health. But it's also forgetting the aspect that athletics is physical health, and it's the idea where we're moving, we're running, we're jumping, we're like sprinting, we're doing all these athletic things to keep our bodies in shape, and that's what a lot of people want. And as an athlete, like I personally, I love the competition. If there wasn't competition, if there wasn't organization, I wouldn't be able to do that sport. I would love to, but if there's no organization, then not very many people are going to want to do it. If we don't have that person to organize, this is when we're playing, this is who is playing, this is What's going to happen?
That would be part of the club sports model, just not a competitive conference model. And so there'd still be competition, still be organization of the sports and teams and some brackets.
Would it be competition within our own school?
Within our own school, within Waukesha campus as well.
Okay, so that's a lot fewer different teams. So like,
That will be up to the students to figure out, right? It could be even more teams in sports that aren't even being considered. Ultimate would be a great example. You're welcome. Which is a whole lot of running, as you know.
I saw your hand first, then we'll go to you, Megan, and then Kayla.
you could do it.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to give, before I left, a little bit of a perspective from student. I don't play sports here, and 3 of my siblings also are here with me on this campus right now. And we all feel like, even though we don't play in sports, just having this campus be a sports campus, I understand like that there may be more sports, you know, that I was realizing, but I still feel like having this as a sports campus still drew us because we're athletic people, but we want to be around athletic people, you know, like there's still that like aspect of like, this is horrible, but I don't want to go to like some campus that's just like everyone's sitting behind their phones and not like valuing, I mean, yeah, everyone's still seeing that, sorry guys, but but I still feel like just seeing people playing sports makes me happy. Just knowing that people care about it makes me happy, and like I want to be friends with people.
Like community kind of.
And I just love seeing that. Like, so that's why it's important to me and my 3 siblings who are not even in.
I agree with you completely.
So, yeah, just bringing that. So, that's all.
Thank you. You have the floor.
Oh,
yes.
of me, okay. As a person who has been involved in athletics my whole entire life, I personally struggle with anxiety, and that is volleyball. I play volleyball, have been for a long time, but anxiety, it's been something I've been struggling with for like a long time, and volleyball is my way of kind of like releasing that. And I understand that you said we would have intramurals, but I feel like that's not, like Catherine was saying, like that's not the same as having like a team, and like that team during your season and outside of that season is your family. So like half of these girls that like I would have probably never spoken to outside of sports like have become very important to me now. And in addition to that, I was just curious, you said that like you want to do like health and wellness, right? And that would benefit the student body instead of the 60 people that are involved in athletics. Have we done some type of like way or like a survey or something to gauge how other students would feel about this? Because I understand like a lot of people in here don't even play sports, as you said, but obviously it's still important to them. Have we done some way of like finding out how other people think about this, like what they think about this? Other students who don't play sports, who aren't able to be here today?
We have not done a broad survey of the student body, no.
Okay. All right, that's all I
Can
can
I
say.
also respond to that? So, coming from SGA, we were talking about bringing up a survey over the next week and having the entire campus be able to bring in their thoughts and views on this as well, because I think it is very important because we're trying to bring the whole campus together on this and trying to, I also do not play sports. I also have no like connection with you guys playing sports. I know all of you like hi, but I don't actually have a personal connection with it. But I think it'd be interesting to get everyone's view on campus, those 700 of us, and like 640 of us who aren't playing. That's kind of important as well. So I think if the fact that a decision was made and trying to figure out now in the follow-up of that decision, trying to get like some sort of thought from the campus would be a really important thing for all of us to kind of be on the same page or realize where everyone's views are on this. So as a student government, we were talking about doing that over this next week, just to inform you all of that. So I know that didn't happen on an administrative level, but that is happening on a student level as of this next week. So yeah.
To touch on that as well, that survey will then aid us in moving forward with finding out whether we can appeal this decision or how else to react. We can use that information to then best inform what steps we can take to best please our students, right? To make campus best we can.